Let's talk housing. What's in store for the real estate market in the new year? A little bit Fannie and Freddie joining us now on set. Tim Rood, chairman of the Collingwood Group, and we appreciate it. Tim, thanks for joining us.
Of course. Thanks, Brian.
Bottom line, first off, lot going on in housing between the SALT deduction, the Democrats talk about flipping it backwards, the new sort of chairman of Fannie and Freddie, or the group that oversees them. What's the most important thing for housing right now?
Wow. Well, I mean, housing is local, so it's kind of hard to pinpoint it that way. I mean, obviously, interest rates and appreciation have been the biggest factors in the housing market, the softness in the housing market that you're seeing. And I'm not taking any real concern with it. I think it's just a break. It needed to take a break. You can't go up 7% a year in perpetuity without having a big, nasty ending. But the big deal that's going on, I think, right now, and the big opportunity, you know, Christmas come early for Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac investors.
Why do you say that? Because the new head of the FHFA, which is the overseer for Fannie and Freddie, is actually now a Republican. Not a political statement, but he's been well known in saying he wants to get them out of conservatorship, where they have spent a decade.
Right. So, I mean, think about it this way, that the investors of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, investors in Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, have been under the boot of the Obama administration, either by their appointees or actually under the administration. As a result, that stock is down to about $1 each. And really the main reason behind that is because through conservatorship, that for whatever reason, they've ignored basically all the domestic and international standards around bankruptcies and conservatorship and have gutted these companies. So as a result, of course, the stocks have faltered. The opportunity right now is that the Trump administration has indicated, says, look, we got to get these guys out of conservatorship. There's got to be a path to get them to build capital and get them out.
Connect the dots, though, Tim, because Fannie and Freddie are so massively important for the housing market. I mean, people in Des Moines, Iowa, Dallas, doesn't matter, Denver, wherever you are, they don't realize maybe how important Fannie and Freddie mean for them to be able to get a mortgage, right? Because they basically insure or own so much. How does this change matter, if at all, for just, you know, the average sort of American to be able to get a mortgage?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, think about it. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac right now, but the government entirely, when you consider the other government insurance programs, right now are about 95% of the mortgage market. So you talk about people who want to sack Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac for whatever reason, principled reasons usually. It's one of these things where you say absolutely, but when you think about it, that's going to raise the cost of financing by about 1% to 1.5%. We've had a 50 basis point increase over the last year, and the whole market has gone apoplectic. You would think that rates have gone up 4%. So you can imagine what would happen if rates went up even 1%. That acts like a 10% tax. So Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are absolutely subsidizing the housing market. In the absence of then you're entrusting Wall Street private capital to come in and save the day, and there aren't many good examples of that.
This should help. This should help housing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, think about that. The conservatorship has been a goat rodeo for the last 10 years. I mean, they perverted every law that you can imagine, essentially using the GSEs, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, as instruments of public policy instead of doing what they were supposed to be doing. And as a result, you're seeing that, you know, credit has tightened. And as a result of that, then there's fewer people who are able to buy a house.
Like everything else, they became politicized. Tim Rood, Collingwood Group Chairman. Hey, Tim, it's a pleasure.
Thank you, Brian.
Thanks for seeing you. Happy New Year.